You take off your shirt and you record it.
Oh, you're an optimist. I am a pessimist.
I asked for steak though.
Welcome to Kyedae and Vinnie with Knives, where we compete to make the best version of our special guest's favorite dish using food delivery as a starting point.
And for our guest today, we have Natsumiii, also known as Wendy. Super excited to have her on today.
Hey Wendy, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
What dish are you craving right now?
I'm craving steak.
Why steak? Why are you craving steak?
I've always loved like just biting into like a nice juicy piece of meat.
I agree with that, actually. Juicy meat.
I have the mind of a child.
We are children.
Going to make you some steak today.
So today we're going to be using the Grubhub app to order some steak to get started. Thank you, Grubhub, for delivering this episode.
I look like I'm naked, look. Welcome to Master Chef XXX.
Jesus Christ, Vinnie, I can't sometimes.
What are you doing over there, Vinnie?
You see this lettuce that I have?
I don't think that's lettuce.
Do you see this cabbage that I have?
Oh,
listen, there's a lot going on in my mind and it's racing, okay?
Yeah.
There is nothing more that I want right now than to make cabbage and include no steak in it.
I asked for steak though.
I decided today that...
Yep, you decided today. Good job, Vinnie.
These shoes are really comfy.
So today I am making you more of like an appetizer style like steak. These small potatoes, and then I'm gonna cut them, and then I'm gonna like pieces of steak on top with a little bit of hollandaise sauce for you. So just like a little
So
puffer.
fancy.
Wait, do we know what Vinnie's making?
Oh yeah, lettuce
Oh
wrap.
yeah.
Lettuce wrap steak.
Oh, okay,
lettuce
now we know. I was
With
like, he took out
cabbage
the
on
cabbage
it.
and I was like, what?
wrap. With cabbage on it.
I'm glad you're washing it.
Well, thank you, Kyedae, thank you. There's a lot of things that I don't know how to do, and one of them is make people happy.
That was so sad.
I tend to be really good at that.
You're so emo.
Making people sad, yeah.
Is it hip to be emo again?
It was never hip to be emo. It was a lifestyle and it still is. It's
Did
not
you
a
guys
phase.
ever have like a phase?
I had multiple phases throughout my life. I wouldn't say emo. I'd say more like, I don't care about anything. Which, I mean, but like, you know, I wasn't.
That's
Kind of like
kind
a
of
rock
emo.
star.
But like it's, you know. And then another one was skinny jeans.
Oh my
That
god.
phase.
Skinny
I just wear
jeans.
like skinny jeans, a beanie, and a really baggy shirt. So it looked like my upper body was bigger.
Yeah.
And then I had really small legs. Which I think is pretty dope.
Did you have any phases?
I don't know. I was one of those kids that like tried to like avoid something that everybody else was doing. For a while, like the trend was to like wear tights and then tie like a shirt around your waist, and like that's how all the girls like walked around in school. Like
With Vans or Converse?
yeah, and I'm like, I'm not wearing Converse or having any of those. But
Like I remember Ardene's was really big.
yes.
Like
What?
in
What's
Canada.
that?
It's like a jewelry store, basically. Like
Oh, it's
Very
like your
similar.
guys' Claire's,
yes,
basically?
It's very
Yes,
similar.
yes.
Yeah, I heard that it's like not good.
Yeah, I don't even know. Do they if they use like a piercing gun? Because guns are not good for piercing.
I've actually never gotten like any of my piercings done with a gun. What's this called? Right here. Yeah, is
That
it?
is cartilage.
Isn't it? That's cartilage, yeah.
Yes.
But I didn't even get it pierced at a piercing place. My friend did it with a freaking needle and just stabbed me in the
Sounds like
cartilage.
You're so brave.
And I was just like, because you can feel it like crunch
Yep.
when it goes through.
Did you
Wow.
even ice it, or did you just fully?
I fully just went for it.
He was emo at the time.
That's
Yeah, Kyedae, did
It's
you
like,
forget?
give me the pain.
Did you guys forget what I'm about?
Oh my
I'm
god.
I'm all about feeling the pain. If you had a TED Talk, what would it be about?
I would do a TED Talk about how if you don't succeed at something, it's more like you're gaining experience. A lot of people get stuck on the thought that like, oh, like, you know, when something doesn't work out, I failed. But I feel like that word is so daunting. And it's not about like failing in life, but it's about like just gaining more experience and getting better at something.
Oh, you're an optimist. I am a pessimist. Oh,
was
it's
deep.
bad. That's a really, really good mindset.
Are those tomatoes?
Yeah, they are. I thought they were grapes.
I thought they were grapes. And then you start cutting
went
them
over
like,
there to look at them.
it's like 50 seeds
and I was like,
aside.
where are the tomatoes? And I went over there to look at them and I was like, are those grapes?
So cabbage, lettuce, tomatoes, grapes.
And the flesh of my enemies. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Oh my God, you're the first to ever let me use the flesh of my enemies.
Ooh, what would you guys give a TED Talk about? I'm so curious.
On a serious note, definitely something along the lines of mental health, because
Yeah.
that was like I'm a huge advocate for that. A lot of people know the right answer, but don't have any, like, I guess, passion to do something about it, and which is the hardest part, is getting yourself to do something about it. You don't want to feel the need to like have to rely on others, and you like a lot of people start like feeling bad.
Especially when you're depressed.
Yeah.
Like I remember in my senior year, I was like extremely depressed. I didn't want to get help from anybody. The best advice I would have for that would be to reach out to someone that, you know, you really care for, or like close
Very
family
true.
members or friends.
What's a dumb, silly thing you guys would give a TED Talk about? Vinnie, are you giving thirst trap lessons? Or?
Thirst trap
Yeah, I'd be like, listen, you guys want to know how to do shit? You take off your shirt and you record it.
Yep.
And you post it online so all of your friends and family can see it as well. And then they send it into a group chat.
Oh no.
And then they're like, what the hell
oh no.
is going on? And then you're like, I don't know, I'm modeling.
Oh my god.
And playing video games.
Delivery for y'all.
Woo!
Oh!
Yay.
Yay!
Oh my god, that's fucking
That looks
Wow, thanks, Grubhub.
really good.
Too bad I'm gonna butcher it.
Who was like your first streamer friend?
I think Lily. We both at the time were making like parody songs, and I swear to God, she emailed me and was like, "I'm visiting. Do you want to hang out?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, sure." So we ended up like going to a local mall and just like hanging out, and then best friends after that.
Oh my god. That's cute.
I don't have friends. I've had a lot of people actually come up to me, like in person, when they like meet me for the first time, and say, "Yeah, I didn't want to approach you because you look like scary."
Intimidating.
That's
I'm
funny.
like, dog.
I have a major resting bitch face, so like I'm not the most approachable at times, but when people like come up to me or like, I'm really happy to say hi, you know?
No, she's not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I have a really close friend who he said at first when he met me, he hated me.
That's the best friendship.
He was
though.
like, "You were so like, ugh."
One of my best friends, we hated each other through high school basically, and then I think it was like grade 10, 11, and 12, we became like best friends and always hung out. He's still one of my best friends.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so.
What was the moment that like brought you guys together? Like, when did you like bond?
Oh my god, wait, we had a lot of like mutual friends. We would always end up seeing each other, but like we hated each other, right? So that's kind of like how it started, and then one day we're like, put like all the hate aside, like you're a cool person.
Aww.
That's actually so cute.
If you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be?
So one of them is Tom Cruise, and then the second one would be like Alicia Keys.
I understand the Alicia Keys one. My middle name is Alicia because
Oh my
of Alicia
God.
Keys.
Oh,
and
really?
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, she was always like a huge inspiration to me growing up because I was like, I love singing and I love piano, so I'm like, she just did it all. And I was
She
like,
is so talented
she's
too.
so talented.
Jim Carrey or Hayden Christensen?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey's a
great.
good one. Albert Einstein. And
Einstein.
only
Oh, we're doing dead or alive,
because
that's
I'm mad at him. Because it's not him that was actually like the brains of the whole thing. It was his
stole all of
wife.
it.
I would get mad at him. I'd be like, fuck you. Give credit, bitch.
I'd choose Newton, because he invented gravity. And I'd be like, why the f would you do that? I could totally jump like 500 feet if it wasn't for you.
Because he's the
Because
reason why there's
he's
gravity.
literally the reason why gravity was invented. If he didn't figure it out, we'd be able to fly and shit. That would be so sick.
Anything you want to know about us.
Okay, yes. What is the worst haircut you guys have ever gotten?
Oh,
Oh my god, there's a meme in my community and I'm called Boy Day. It's
Boy Day?
because I literally look like a boy. Basically, like, I had a really hard time managing my hair because it's like thick and it can get tangled really easily. So my parents decided like, let's just chop it all off. So they convinced me that the pixie cut was like the new and amazing thing, right? So I got a pixie cut and oh my god, I got bullied so fucking hard in school.
what's a pixie cut again?
I was called like the nastiest name.
It's
I have
like
to show you.
above the ear, like
Yes.
really short.
Really
like,
short.
It's like up here, like
that's
super
right.
short. Yeah.
And it was the worst. Insert photo here. I'll send it to whatever.
Yeah.
The way I found this picture of me was because my buddy had looked up my name on Google.
Oh my
But
god.
like he looked up Vinnie Hacker Young. So I had the shaved sides basically,
Oh,
like
man.
a one on the side and a swoosh. My hair's not super straight, but like I forced it to be straight. Like I'd fucking take a comb and like blow dry it. I had somebody tell me that like when I was like 10, told me that they didn't like curly hair, like it was like my crush or something. For like 4 years after that.
I love curly hair.
I did too.
I like made my hair straight, so.
Are you adding your special touch to it, Vinnie?
Yep.
Seems like it.
You know, I believe in artistic freedom, so.
Thank you.
You know, musician.
This
what can
is
I
something
say?
that people would call a Van Gogh piece. I know you guys were talking about piano earlier. They called me Beethoven's second coming. Not because I could play the piano, but because I stole work.
Love that for you.
Are we both ready?
It's got a flag on it.
All right, so I boiled some small potatoes, and then there's steak pieces on top that I sliced with some béarnaise sauce, salt and pepper, and some chives to top it off.
I'm excited to dig in. Is this like a one biter thing? Like
I think so. I remember looking at the recipe like a few days ago, and it said that it was
shove it
just
all
like
in my mouth.
Should
type
be
of
looking
thing?
up recipes. I just go freehand. I could probably swallow it whole.
I'm scared. Oh my god.
Honestly, I really like it. Maybe there was like a little too much potato for me, but
I agree
honestly,
with
the seasoning was perfect. I love the meat. It looks like I'm eating at like a fine dining establishment. Really good overall.
Thank you.
Well,
Vinnie.
for my dish, I threw a bunch of random stuff on there.
Oh,
Take
There's
it
a bunch of
away.
random stuff, and there's a toothpick with a carrot on it that looks like a flag. Thank you.
I like that touch.
Thank you.
And the tomato.
And a tomato. Oh yeah, this tomato.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
You can just put that right here. I call this the lettuce wrap made in hell.
All right, do I keep
Yeah,
the
you keep
flag
it. Yeah,
on
no, you
it
keep
while
it in, and you have to eat it.
Got it.
What sauce did you use?
It's like a ship.
Vinaigrette.
Ooh, yum.
See the toothpick.
Crunchy.
Ta-da!
Here we go again.
It's a lot shorter this time.
You know, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Thanks.
It actually tastes very fresh, very refreshing. I think it's like the vinaigrette and like the tomatoes, and it's got a good crunch, good texture.
Thanks. I like the flag a lot.
I know.
I like the flag.
And the little friend over here.
Yeah, seems
It's a good
Peter.
touch.
Yeah, like Peter Park.
Yeah. Hey, Peter.
Because that tomato reminds me of his sweet booty cheeks.
Wow.
Sorry. 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 Spank.
You know, honestly, in terms of presentation, I would have definitely given it to Vinnie because this is
As usual. I'm just saying, it's as usual.
That's true. I give it to Vinnie. He's like definitely the more creatively out of the box type of presentation.
But I think overall,
Those are the only points I go for.
I would say Kyedae is the winner.
What? You gotta be kidding me. I got robbed.
The seasoning is really, really good, and I can actually taste a lot of the steak here more than here. I think here it felt a lot like, oh, Vinnie, it's okay, man. Remember what I said? You know, it's always about, it's not failure, it's about gaining experience.
It's
Vinnie.
so comforting. I just feel like very mom vibes. It's so nice.
Don't worry about it. It's,
No, it's fine.
lovely.
Thank you, Wendy, for being our guest. Where can we check you out at?
Thank you for having me. You guys can check me out at Natsumiii across like almost every single platform, and also Natsumiii on Spotify.
Hey, there you have it.
And thank you again for Grubhub for delivering this episode, and Wendy as well for coming on. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye, people.
Bye.